Okay, this is just another video, but it's not like a tech video. It's just like I wouldn't say a rant, but this is what I can't stand. I can't, I can't stand when people feel like that because they're employed, they're more important than a person that's not, or a person that's doing different things in their life. When you encounter people like that, run for the hills because they're jerks. Because I've known crackheads that was employed. I've known dudes that sold pregnant women in nurses uniform drugs. I done seen that before. I done seen most people that have a uniform going to those back street alleys and get all kind of stuff for people. So don't think that just because a person working, they not sorry, or a person that's working, they ain't no crackhead. It's people that got to support their habits some kind of way. So if you on some kind of drugs, or you got some kind of dependence on something, then you're gonna, guess what? Support that habit the best way you can. I've known crackheads that had a whole 9 to 5. They ain't give a damn about working. They'll work just to get that paycheck and go straight to the man with it. And I ain't talking about the pale man. I'm talking about the old black man. They'll go to that one. So when you have family members always talking about trying to compare livelihoods, you're dealing with an asshole. And I didn't mean to cuss, but I can't stand. Sometimes family can be your biggest haters. I just can't stand hearing about you gotta pay this and you gotta pay that and woe is me and the wall is caving in on you. I hope it do. I hope it crush you. Everybody has to make it their own way somehow. There's no kind of recipe on how to have a successful life. You just have to wake up every day and try your damnedest to get there. And even when you try to strive and obtain the so-called success, it's not guaranteed to last. So if it's anything that you're chasing, I don't care if it's career driven, I don't care if you're looking for a woman, whatever, man, I don't care what you're looking for in life. It could be anything tangible, anything physical, whatever it is. Don't strive to get there, and then when you finally get it, you be like, man, this is it? This is all? A person don't know your situation, and the first thing they say, oh, they think you got it easy because you don't live a certain way like they do. Oh, you got it easy. You ain't got to break your back at a 9 to 5. You ain't got to do this. You ain't got to do that. A person like that, they already had their mind made up about you. When a person had their mind made up about you, it don't matter what you do. You cannot convince them to look at you the same. They want to have their own perception about you, and they want to look at you the way they always been looking at you. Like if you always been talked about in the family, or you always been ridiculed by friends or family or anything like that, you can win $1 million. You'll just be a rich fool to them. They won't care that you won $1 million. You'll still be the same person, just with more money, and they'll still treat you as such. So, and another thing is too, I don't like, and this is just my opinion, but I really don't like this. I don't know why, and this is the majority. This is not no conspiracy theory. This is stuff that I see on a daily basis, from older friends to siblings, anything. Black men always feel like they being disrespected in the least amount of ways, but you don't confront other races and tell them that. Wonder why? Tell them be open about how disrespected you are with others, and be vocal about it. They don't want to do that. Because I don't respond to your phone call, all of a sudden you feel slighted. You feel slighted because I don't respond to a phone call. Come on now. Supposedly grown man, and if you gotta keep saying you're a grown man, to me you're a boy. A man don't have to announce he's a man. A so-called alpha don't have to admit that he's an alpha. And I don't like that. And to be honest too, yeah, you got alphas, but the alphas I see don't never say it. You can just feel it. But remember, the loudest in the room is the weakest in the room. You being vocal about how you this and you that and you a man and all that stuff. If you got to convince yourself you a man, you not. I was watching this show called House of the Dragon. It used to go on HBO Max. I'm waiting on a renewed season. I hope they come out with a season. So the King Viserys, always let his council know that he's king. I'm still your king. I'm still your king. And his brother told him, or no, not his brother, but they did a flashback to the back days of King's Landing, old King's Landing, where the old original king, he was saying that any king that has to say he a king is not one. You shouldn't have to announce your presence. You shouldn't announce you a man. You shouldn't announce this and that, because to me that show me that you're not a man. Hell, you feel disrespected about me not calling, but I answer the phone any other time. It's just that sometimes the closest ones could be the most aggravating. Like I'm some kind of 1-800 toll-free hotline. Call the goddamn shrink. Call a therapist. Call somebody. If you got that many head problems that you gotta throw all that on my lap, go find you a shrink. Most insurance, most job insurances, they cover mental health. Get on some medicine. Get on some Prozac. Get on something. Just get off my back. Can't stand them kind of people. Oh, I'm a man. I feel disrespected. You feel disrespected? Who is you? You ain't my daddy. I'm 37 years old. You 38. You ain't my daddy. Even though you look older than what you was, you ain't my daddy. Like I say, having siblings is the worst. And especially if it's like an estranged sibling, somebody who you talk to every other years or every other couple of years. You want to try to have a relationship with this person, and they obviously don't like you. They obviously don't care for you. They already got their mind made up about you. They judgmental. They judging how you live. They judging your lifestyle. But want to call you every day talking about nothing, and then say that they feel slighted. They feel disrespected that I don't answer the phone. You pay my phone bill? Huh? You bought me a phone? No. So, like I say, sometimes with family, it's best not to have them. It's best not to have family. Because they, a lot. If you got a good family, kudos to the ones that got a good family. You are blessed beyond measure. Always remember that. If you don't got nobody else and you got a close family, you are beyond blessed. Because it took a lot for everybody to put away their differences. It took a lot for the mother and father to come together, the aunts, the in-laws. It took a lot for everybody to come together and agree on common terms, not to fall out with each other. So if you got a close bond or a close family, that's a blessing, because most people don't have that. Most people come from broken families. It's more people come from broken families than they come from normal families or intact families. There's a lot of broken families in this country. And the fact that God bless anybody that got a close relationship with theirs, cherish it. You know, you don't want no siblings that one speak to you every now and then. You don't hear nothing from the other ones for years. You have to initiate the conversation. You have to initiate the phone call. And then what little sibling you do have is in and out the picture. One minute you hear from it, the next minute you don't hear nothing from like 5 years. You know, I'd rather them stay out the picture. If you gotta come in and out of my life like a revolving door, there's the exit. I can grow old without you. I can grow old without you. See, I'm not single. I ain't gotta worry about I hate my life, I this, and I that. All my kids stay with me and live with me. I got me somebody who I lay in the bed with all night, every night. So I ain't like one of these dudes out here that's mad at the world, making umpteen videos about women. I'm not a passport bro. I ain't mad at women. I don't make umpteen videos trying to call myself exposing them. I ain't gotta do all that. And some people in your family don't like that you content. Some people in the family don't like that you have a small support system, because my family is a support system, my wife and kids. And anyways, I'm not gonna conclude this video much longer. I just had to put that out there, that if you got any brothers or sisters and they talk to you any kind of way, don't just sit there and take that. You don't have to sit there and take that, especially estranged brothers and sisters, the ones that you rarely hardly hear anything from. Don't let them just talk your ears off about crap. You know, I don't care about a person working. A job is just what it is. You still got a working class poor. You still got people that go to work every day homeless. I was one of them. So don't let nobody tell you that because they got a job they better than you, because you live a different life than they do. Fuck out of here. You ain't no better. You just still below the poverty line. Ain't got no degrees. You not no CEO. You no chairman of no kind of business. You're not self-employed. You're working for somebody else. And you can't keep no money. Definitely can't keep nothing on your own.